Don't get lost in the shuffle. Strange thought again. Had some other thoughts before this. The things I got, as I've said in another video, if you have faith, you get a lot of things from God, keep it to yourself. Happy is the man that doesn't condemn that which he allows. A lot of times you get stuff, even if you wanted to share it, it'll be almost impossible. You're talking about eternal matters. That had no beginning days, no end of days, was, it never shall be. And what we're getting here is just an inkling of it all. And when you get these inputs from this intrinsic mind of your spirit, empowered by the Holy Spirit from your Father, this living word I mentioned, it's hard to put it in it. It's like Paul, when he got lifted up by the scruff of his neck, lifted up to the third heaven. He saw things unspeakable and unlawful. It's hard to put into words. And if you did, there'd be those who would object to it and call it unlawful. You're going beyond that which is written. You sing about it, but you don't practice it. What do you sing about? Beyond the sacred page we seek thee, Lord, our spirit pants for you, O living word. When you get that living word, you'll find a lot of you have to keep to yourself. Only with those with the same mind who are getting the same things. Got the same Father, the same mind, so you should get the same thing. You find it narrowed down to just a few. Though it's available to all, only few can get it. And that's called maturity. And I got enough time under my belt, not that age means anything, but by reason of time, Paul said that. He had hoped they would see something, but they didn't. So age isn't using the factor. So when I tell people I'm at 78 years of age and I give these videos out right now, be 79 in November, don't really mean anything, because I know people that old don't know diddly squat. So I'm like, you feel humble. And Father says, don't become a blabbermouth. Don't blab. Paul said to Timothy, commit these things to those that are trustworthy. Don't turn to a money-making deal and all that stuff that you see today. Making money at it. You can't serve God with money. Get into the parable of the unjust steward. I got a whole bunch of writings on that. I'm eventually come out with a video on it. The unjust steward. Catch the word unjust. The just are different. They can make use of this rich man of the world, but not in an unjust way. And God says in that text of the unjust steward, if he can't trust you in natural cares and affairs of this life, why would he trust you with the wisdom and knowledge that he'll give you? This thorn of Paul's flesh comes into play in this matter. Why did God give him a thorn in his flesh? Paul said he gave him a thorn in his flesh, a messenger of Satan, sent by God. That's to get puffed up over much wisdom and knowledge. He kept asking God to take it away. He said, no, my grace is sufficient. He had a hang-up, a problem in his life. Element of the flesh, which requires a lot of detail to explain that. Got a whole series of videos on just what the sin of the flesh is. It's deeper than many think. It involves our races, our cultures, our secular religious creeds, and our opinions of gender, and all the debates, left and right, competing against each other. Some preach out of envy, some preach out of strife. Some sincere, some insincere, some out of love. And there are those who preach out of contention, preaching and promoting himself. You don't promote self, you submit self there from God, you resist the devil and the temptation for trying to get fame and glory in this world. Did you ever notice that the Son of God, as the Son of Man, never saw glory? He glorified the Father. Not prior to his death does he say, now glorify me with the glory we had in the beginning. Hear that? Take heed, brethren, lest you fall. God, they will make you stand tall. And it's out of His love and grace for you. Thank Him for it. Get into Hebrews chapter 12. Talking about discipline, correcting, guidance, and us getting weak in our knees from being disciplined. And He says, get up. I told you not to do that. I love you. That's why I had to discipline you. What son isn't there that He discipline, corrects, and guide? And if you ain't discipline, correcting, guide, no, your father, then He said, then you are a bastard, not His son. All His sons He disciplines, corrects, and guides them in their life. So take the warning of this video. God bless.